Good morning everyone. We welcome you to our second video on classification of fruit juice based drinks. In our earlier video, we had discussed regarding the classification of these drinks and controversy surrounding the issue. In this video, we'll be discussing the recent judgment in case of Anutha Exim Private Limited, which is being passed by Appellate Tribunal, Kolkata. In this video, we'll be discussing the issue and the background in brief, the judgment in case of Anutha Exim Private Limited, brief facts and department's view, and Nitya's take on the same. Chapter 22 of Customs Tariff covers beverages, vinegar and spirits. Heading 2202 there covers waters, which includes mineral waters, aerated waters, which contain sugars and flavoring agents. This entry covers aerated waters and lemonade. The other entry is the others category, which covers fruit juice based drink and others. In case of aerated waters and lemonade, where the rate of GST is 28%, in case of others category, that is fruit juice based drinks, the applicable rate of GST is 12%. In the case of Anutha Exim Private Limited, the appellant imported products like Big Cola, Big Orange Cola, Big Lemon, etc. The fruit juice content in these products was less than 5% and 2.5% in case of lemon based products. The appellant adopted the classification under heading 2202 as fruit pulp or fruit juice based drinks and discharged GST at 12%. Coming to the department's view, the department has adopted the following reasons for its classification. The first one is the fruit juice content in these drinks is less than 5% and 2.5%, and hence these cannot be regarded as fruit juice based drink. Next, the percentage of carbonated water and sugar that is present in these drinks is much higher. As a result, these are the ingredients which impart the essential character. Next is the scope of clause 3A, which employs the term carbonated beverage with fruit juice, which has not been discussed by the taxpayer. The fourth ground which has been adopted by the department is that the old jurisprudence in case of Brindavan beverage and Parle Agro Supreme Court is not applicable, as there the fruit juice content was much higher than 5% and 2.5%. The advanced rulings support the department's view. Lastly, the correct classification of these drinks is under heading 2202 as aerated waters, lemonade or others, and accordingly GST will be payable at 28% plus 12% compensation cess. The tribunal has observed that the product is classifiable under heading 2202 as fruit juice based drink. The reasoning behind the same is that the predominant ingredient is irrelevant. That is, the classification cannot be based on the highest percentage of an ingredient. It has to be based on the ingredient which imparts the essential character, irrespective of how minuscule the quantity of that particular ingredient is. The second is that these goods are covered under clause 3A of FSSAI regulations, that is carbonated beverage with fruit juice. The third is rule 3C of general rules of interpretation, which says that the entry which appears the latter in the customs tariff, that would be relevant. The judgments in case of Brindavan beverages and Parle Agro, they continue to be applicable. With the insertion of clause 3A in FSSAI regulations, the requirement of adding fruit juice content has been reduced from 5 and 10% to 5 and 2.5%, and hence the ratios in these judgments continue to be applicable. And lastly, the GST advance rulings are applicable only on the applicant who sought the advance ruling and not on taxpayers in general. Now coming to Nitya's take, considering the huge hue and cry this issue has created in the industry, this judgment has come as a big relief and has affirmed and has reaffirmed the stands which have been taken by the taxpayers. The classification adopted by the department as aerated waters or lemonade others is incorrect, and the correct classification would continue to be fruit juice based drinks. The changes in FSSAI regulations in 2016 have no impact regarding the applicability of judgments in case of Brindavan beverages or Parle Agro. the labeling adopted by the taxpayers, the composition of the products, the procurement pattern, the production process that is involved, and trade parlance of the products is very relevant in determining the correct classification. The Supreme Court and CESTAT larger bench decisions, they lay down the correct legal position, and as I said, they continue to be applicable. The GST rulings which have come, because of which the entire controversy has arisen, they are incorrect and they remain applicable only on the applicant. We thank you for watching this video.